this existing bedroom is pretty wet. Don't know if you can tell in the video or not, but it's most likely that the floor in here is wet. What concerns me the most is that going down the new stairway down to the basement, I don't know if you'll be able to see here, but basically it's showing the existing subfloor completely soaked, and water dripping in, which then raises the question of are we going to be exposed to mold potentials now, because the water's dripping in and flowing down into the existing plaster walls. So you can see there, the subflooring is wet over here. As you go down to the basement floor is wet, so water has gone through the floor to main level. This whole area there's a big puddle of water in here. The bathroom has water in it. There's water in here also. I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but yeah, basically there's water in here. Quite a bit of water in this room also. Again, the concern is mold potential as water is coming in. This was our storage area, and we didn't expect to have to move the electronics and things like that are in here, but obviously there's water all over here. If you look up on the ceiling at those drops, those are water drops seeping through the ceiling. So I don't know what the course of action is now for this water damage. Obviously it's coming down from the upstairs, going through the subfloor, hitting the plaster ceiling, and actually seeping through. All of these little dots that you see that are yellowish in color are actually water drops on the ceiling. If we go back out here, I would suspect the ceiling on this side to be damaged also, and yes, there's water damage on this ceiling. You can see water drops, water dropping and then onto the floor. There's water damage along this line, which means that all of that needs to get ripped out. Seems like there's water damage on the corner. Water damage up in front here. Obviously water is coming through this also. That's probably not going to show up, but there's water on the joists in this room and on the floor. Maybe I can tap to show you where the water is here. So yeah, I'm not very happy about the situation. Yeah, let me see if I can get a better zoom here. But basically, this is the existing subfloor here. So water's in between the tongue and groove of the subfloor, coming down and hitting the existing joists and infrastructure. We've raised concerns about them not providing adequate protection against rain because of the existing flooring. It doesn't seem that they provided enough protection. If you look here, this is the existing floor, and I don't know if you're able to tell, but this is all wet here. So that's where the water's coming in, and who knows where that's coming from, if it's coming from all of that water or if it's just underneath. I'm not gonna touch it to find out, but obviously there's a lot of water that's in the floor for it to be able to flow out through the subfloor like that. I haven't looked upstairs yet because, you know, they said that the existing or the new wood can handle being out in the rain, but you know, I don't know how long or how much exposure the new construction can withstand. I think that there's you know, certain limitations because the high bore is not supposed to be exposed out to the elements. It leaches out, and over time will lose its ability to ward off termites because the high bore treatment is water soluble. So we may have a problem up there also. So this is not a good situation, and really concerned about the water seeping through. Obviously this is water that's continuing to drip in here, coming from the joist, which then is coming from the second floor, and somehow is making its way down into the basement, and getting the basement ceiling wet. So what will happen to that ceiling? Are we going to have mold down there in the ceiling? So we need to get this problem addressed. This video is being taken under an HD camera, so quality should be fairly good to be able to zoom in on anything that we need to. But I'll upload this up to YouTube just for display and to see what can be done about or what's going to be done about the damage.